Morning. This is Amit Roy, again with the decluttering series on cloud computing for technical program managers. You must like to also see the episode 1 to understand what is this series, what is the objective of the series, and what it entails. Hey friends, so today let us declutter the magic words cloud and computing. I will try not to add tech whiz words. I'm not very smart on that. So be with me for the rest of the nugget and enjoy the concept. In the last 40 years, I have seen a remarkable revolution in train travel and how it has transformed the world of motoring. Every summer, we were excited to be in the steam train to Kolkata or Calcutta from my hometown Jabalpur, a small city in central India. The steam engines were sexy, they were magnificent, romantic, and as a boy I dreamt that one day I will be in the engine seat with the puffing steam. The steam engine had a boiler which was its power plant, the large cylindrical space. A large wagon carrying coal, the one behind the engine, and the engine, which we could see oscillating, puffing, pulling the train. Today, I wonder how much energy really went around by the fireman for him to keep up the heat. The more power he required, the more water he required, the more coal he had to shove, and it was all about the man muscles. It was like a unit in itself. The boiler, the engine, the coal, the driver, the fireman. But it was an independent unit, not relying on any remote help from anyone. The steam engine efficiency was around 10 to 15%. What it means is that for every ton of coal energy, you are able to secure only 150 parts, of that energy. We normally used to joke, hey, where does the rest of the energy goes? Oh yes, it went to the smoke. Now come 90s, we saw most of the engines, both the steam and as well as diesel, being gradually replaced by what we call the electric locomotives or the electric engines. Gone were the fireman, the sexy puffing steaming noise, and the big engine that oscillated in front of us. Now the coals have moved to the central coal powered power plants. We see those power plants, huge power plants. It supplied electricity through the large grids, and with the help of those large grids, now the electricity could move any part of the country, starting from all the way from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Bombay to all the way to Silchar in the east. Another interesting thing was that the efficiency of these modern coal-based power plants, are anywhere between 40 to 50%. Think about the steam engine, the 10%. So this is like a 400 times improvement over the juk steam engines. Now the electric locomotives don't make noise, no black exhaust, no fireman juggling, no maintenance of the heavy engines. You use more electric power going uphill. You use less power when you're moving down the slope. Or in other words, it is in demand power management. There is almost no breakdowns. The uptime of a train has come a long way. And if I go by data, something from 32% to almost 99%. Today we don't see trains breaking in the ways. Many of our current generation would also not know that trains do break up. So now you don't need the water pumps, houses in the stations, the coal depots across the stations, steam engine waiting to get, take the power, take the water, take the coal, and every 100 miles when they would have exhausted, you'll have to wait for the engine to shunt out and a new engine to be put in. Lot of waste of time. So what's the great story of this power conservation in today's world? If you fundamentally look at it, what has happened is you moved the complete power center somewhere centrally and pockets of consumers consuming it as per the demand. So what did this electric locomotive revolution bring in? The first, number one, is elasticity, which is no need to over provision infrastructure with each local unit. Use as much as you want. No wastage, no over storage of energy. It was now like a large lake of shared energy. So the first one is elasticity, right? What is the second one? So the second one, or the second advantage, I would say, is deploy globally, right? So run an engine as and where and when you want within the available grid. And as I said, that today almost the entire India, the entire world is an electric grid. Take an engine, put it in the grid, and you start it like this. And the most important, the number 3, is above all saving on dollars, a better run centralized plant, and a lot of fringe elements like those water pumps, the coal depots, the fireman are taken out of the way. Friends, this is cloud computing in the world of IT infrastructure. The cloud has a central global server and a data center taken care by service owners, much like your Microsofts, Amazon, Google, and not the consumer. Consumer is, oblivious to these data centers. Imagine what would happen if the electric motor could also be shared. That's something to discuss. Electric motor is like the computing part, right? Computing part. So with cloud, you can, number one, quickly spin up resources as you need them, deploy hundreds or even thousands of servers in minutes. Amazing, isn't it? The cloud also makes it easy and fast to access a broad range of technology, such as compute, in this case the engine, storage, maybe in this case the energy you are storing, analytics, how you use databases to churn out more meaningful information, exciting things, and more sexy things like machine learning, and many other services which again, can be sitting centrally. You don't need to do anything, just pick up as pockets and keep on putting them together to form an engine. And we'll talk about it on how to design a car engine based on this cloud computing. So as a result, you can very quickly today develop and roll out new applications, and your teams can experiment and innovate more quickly and frequently. If an experiment fails, you can always deprovision resources without any risk. Take the resources, use it, deploy it, check it, undeploy it, period. What we say, plug it, plug in, play, fill it, forget it. So in the subsequent episodes, we will understand what is compute storage, what is databases, what is computing, maybe what is analytics, and all the other IT basics to appreciate the cloud computing more than ever before. Thank you. So this series, how I have made this series has been basically recorded to be small nuggets of 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes 4 minutes, depending on the subject. I will enable it to be downloaded so that you can just carry it in your mobile, read it, listen to it whenever you want it. Please go ahead and share it wherever you want to share it. No privacy here. I have also taken the knowledge from everybody else. I believe that these nuggets are small pieces of information. These are generally easy to understand, easy to recollect, and then easy to digest. Again, as Amit Roy, the owner of this series, requesting you that if you like the series, subscribe to my channel, Learn with Roy. That is also my Twitter handle. And press the notification button so that you keep on getting notification as and when I upload these nuggets. Thank you. Signing off.